All right, we're on the air. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drama Super Shill Stream live chat. I'm glad to see we already got a few people in here, about 4 or 5 people watching. So please, of course, hit that thumbs up and share out the link. And let's get some more people in here for the Super Drama stream, of course. And let's see what's going on in the chat. We got Fly Fox Pro saying, "Me like drama, me want be shilled too." Of course, that's the standard YouTube viewer. Let me get the link here to my books copied, and I will put it here in the chat. So if you want to be shilled too, that is the link for my books. No clue what the drama is going to be today, guys. We'll see. Drama tends to just happen around here, I guess, like it did yesterday. So yeah, we'll see what new drama might happen, or maybe we'll invite on some guests and get some more drama. I did send out the link to a few friends, to Tim and Mark and Doug and SWC, and we'll see if we could get some friends on here to talk books and then writing and whatnot. We'll see if we could actually have a book stream if friends come on. If we could talk writing, comics, books, whatever. If any of my friends come on, that'd be preferred, but it might devolve into a drama stream, depending if things go like they did yesterday, which people really liked. Yesterday's stream were like just shy of 300 views. I think we're like three away, um, or from. Well, did I say 300 or 200? No, I think we're just shy of 200 views. I think we're three away. So people did really like that stream when we had John De La Rose and Mike S. Miller on here fighting. Um, so maybe we'll have something similar happen again today. We'll see. This channel is now becoming internet blood sports. It's becoming the kill stream, my own kill stream. Timothy Best says, "Oh, it's the Nasser kill stream, right? The kill stream, except it's just me and we don't have any guests on to fight each other. If you guys want some guests on to fight each other, let me know and I will send the the link to some people and have them come on and argue. If there's anybody you guys have in mind, let me know down in the chat. I'm half serious. Let me know down in the chat who you want to come on here and fight, and I will send them the link. And I will let them know. I'll let them know that my channel's Internet Blood Sports now, and they have to come on and fight. So yeah, so that's what's going on. So no planned drama unless there's anyone you guys want me to give the link to. Um, yeah, Benjamin Random says, "What's the drama today?" Yeah, so like I said, I don't have any specific drama planned for today. But if you guys have any guests that you want to come on and fight, then we will get them on the fight like yesterday. Since everybody loved it, and we're very close to 200 views on that stream. It's one of my most viewed streams in recent times. Um, so that one's very close to 200 views. So yeah, so if there's anybody you want to fight like yesterday, then let me know and we'll get them on. But please like and share and let people know that they could come on here and fight. Uh, let's see. Fly Fox Pro says, "Let's start a feud with the yogurt shops for not being real ice cream." That's very controversial. I think that'll definitely start a lot of fights. Um, I'm team yogurt shops being real ice cream. Um, but that's just me. Let's see. Timothy, that one. Let's see. P Money says, "Hey Nasser, I'm here for the fights 100 on Miller. Maybe we'll get Mike and John back on to fight. Or maybe we'll have a new fight today." Wow, we already got 10 people in here, so of course like and share, you guys, and let me know who we should get on here to fight. I sent the link out to people, but I only sent it to friends, not to anyone that would get on here and argue and fight. So if you guys want this to be an actual drama stream, let me know who you want to fight, and we'll get them on here. Um, Timothy Best says, "We need to find some people that hate each other. Can't be too hard." Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I sent the link out to people who get along. So if anybody that I sent the link to comes on here, it's people that all get along. Mark, Tim, Doug, SWC. So that's who I sent the link to. That's who might stop by if anybody stops by. I don't know. I haven't heard back from anybody yet. In fact, let me check if any of them have seen it. Um, it doesn't look like it so far. No, I don't think anybody has seen the link. So yeah, none of my guests have seen the link. But there's always the chance of some fighting and drama happening on the Super Shill stream. John Dillard says, "I want to see fights." Yeah, so do most people. So we'll see if we can get some people in here to fight. Yeah, full custom hot dog says more drama. Definitely full custom hot dog. Dillard says, "Who fought yesterday?" John Della Rose and Mike S. Miller. They fought on here yesterday. So I don't know if we'll get them on here again or if we'll get some new contestants uh, on my channel that has become Internet Blood Sports. We shall see. P Money says, "I'll fight with Fly Fox Pro. We can argue about food. I'm sure there is something about food we disagree on." Yeah, especially because you're from Canada. Don't they have bad food in Canada? I'm sure that'll get the start. That'll get the fight started. Um, let's see. Oh, Dillard says, "I'm not going to share until fights start." Well, that's going to be a fight. Me and Dillard. Dillard, share it now. Let's see. Full custom hot dog says, "Talk about something spooky, then fight it." All right. P Money says, "Well, I'm constantly kicking Nasser. Does that count as a fight?" I mean, I guess it could if it brings in viewers. Let's see. Dillard says, "I hate most people." Oh, I'm with you. And he says, "I'll fight with someone." Okay, Dillard, you find somebody to fight, and I'll bring you guys on. Fly Fox Pro says, "P Money and I can fight about whether or not put things in one's mouth." Okay then. P Money says, "Fly Fox Pro, that can get real dark." Dillard says, "F you, I ain't sharing until I see blood." Okay, well, here's the link to my books there in the chat. Um, but yeah, if there's any actual drama that could happen, I guess we'll make it happen since everybody loves to see it. I don't. I was talking to one of my friends today, and he was like, "Man, you got to get some more people on the fight. Your channel's got to become, it's got to become like the Ozarks show. It's got to be like Life Without Liam. It's got to get a bunch of people on. Just they just fight for 3 or 4 hours, and I don't know. I'm considering it. I don't want to go down that path, but it brings in views and it gets sales. So we'll see. I do want to keep this channel more book focused and movie focused, and uh, not have to have arguing 24/7. But people seem to love all the arguing, so we'll see what happens today. If we could get some people on to argue or not, that'd be cool. But none of my guests have even seen the link yet, so who knows if this will be a fighting stream or not. Let me just double check, see if anybody's seen it yet. Okay, at least one of my guests has seen it. So we'll see if anybody decides to come by. But nobody's said anything yet. So I don't know if it'll end up being a drama stream or if it'll be a regular stream. If one of my guests come on, it'll be a normal stream. Or if I have to fight somebody else, it'll become a fight stream. It'll become a drama stream. But I don't know who else to invite on for drama. I don't know how that works. I don't know. It just sort of happened yesterday when people were fighting in the chat, and I was like, why don't I just bring them on to talk about it? So, if you guys want to start fights in the chat or bring somebody into the chat so they could argue with people, then we'll have a drama stream. Pete Money says, "Have fights while you eat lunch in your car." Imagine the viewers then. Full custom hot dog says, "Fight about movies." Okay, if Mark comes on this the stream, we will fight about movies. Dillard says, "You never read Moby Dick. How much insight could you possibly have on literature?" Uh, Gary Shipman says, "What is going on here?" Nothing much, Gary. Just having a stream. Just titled it "Drama Stream" in case drama happens because it did yesterday. So I don't know. I don't plan on any drama happening, but it's what the people want, Gary. Gary, maybe me and you will have some drama, and you could come on here and we'll argue. That's what the people want. They want to see fighting. So we'll see. This is the new kill stream. This is like Internet Blood Sports. Fly Fox Pro says, "Have you watched any of those Puppet Master movies yet? They look creepy." Yeah, I've seen the first 8 of them. The first 6 are good. I didn't really like 7 or 8. But yeah, the first six are pretty awesome. And I hear the reboot is good, but I haven't seen that. Fly Fox Pro says, Gary, you should fight someone. P Money says, I'll fight with Nasser. Freddy Krueger is overrated. Fight me. I'm not the fighting type usually. Benjamin Random says, never read Moby Dick. You're not missing much. The book is horribly unfocused and bloated with scenes that don't move the story. The pacing is trash. Well, I'm 9 chapters into the book now. I like it so far, at least. Dillard Draw says, maybe you could fight with Jiminy Cricket and how your blasé attitude towards promoting wasted 3 months of his life. Oh man, Dillard's the one that's gonna start the drama, and now I want to fight Dillard. Oh man, Dillard, I didn't waste 3 months of his life. Gary says I'm fighting right now. Oh my goodness, I could not imagine Gary fighting with anybody. He's too nice. I'm actually really annoyed with Dillard for this. I think he was just joking with me, but he actually got me mad. Oh man, maybe I will bring Dillard on. Maybe me and Dillard will actually fight. Guys, let me know in the chat who should come on and fight. Oh, and apologies if you guys hear the train at the end of my block. I just heard it, but I don't know if my mic picks it up or not. But I did just hear the train, so my apologies if you guys hear that. um, oh man, that's annoying. I hope you guys don't hear it, but uh, anyways, um, let's see what else is going on. P Money says $100 on Dillard. Interesting. Yeah, nobody thinks I could beat Dillard, I guess. Put a 1 in the chat if I would beat Dillard, or put a 2 in the chat if Dillard would beat me. So 1 for me beating Dillard and 2 for Dillard beating me. Who would win in a fight? Let me know in the chat, guys. So 1 for me, 2 for Dillard. Who would win? Okay. Wow, Gary Shipman puts a 3. How original. Uh, Benjamin Random says 2. Oh, Gary says 3 for me. Fly Fox Pro says F. Let's see. Let me put some of these up here. Yeah, Gary says 3. 3 for him. Yeah, it looks like people are saying 2. Yeah, Curious 2 Aces 2. P Money says 3. Nasser runs away screaming. Oh man. Oh man, I'm in roasted. Wow, nobody has put a 1. Nobody has put a 1. I'm gonna put a 1. Nobody ever said I couldn't vote for myself. So there we go. I put a 1. And while you're all looking at the chat, I'm gonna put the link there for my books. Because this, of course, is a super shill stream, so the point is to shill, of course. So buy my books if you guys haven't yet. We've actually had a really good month so far with my books, and let me refresh my dashboard and see if we sold any more. But this month we've sold 23 books. We've sold 23 books this month. This has been my third best month in self-publishing on Amazon, selling 23 books. This has been my third best month. My other 2 were 38 and 29, my other 2 best months. And right now we're at 23 for the month. So it's been a pretty awesome month. I have 4 books on Amazon. They're $2.99 for the ebooks and $10 for the hard copies. And let me share my screen real quick, and we'll take a look over on Amazon. But let me let's see, share screen. There we go. Okay, now we shared the screen. Now we can look over here on Amazon, guys. Here are my 4 books. Like I said, they're $2.99 for the ebooks, $10 for the paperbacks. If you get all of the ebooks, that's $11.96 for over 800 pages that you could read instantly on any device. Or if you get the hard copies, they'll arrive at your house in about 2 days. But my first book is The Eclipse Theater. That's 24 short stories. Then I have a horror novel called Eternity, its sequel, Inner Demons, and I have a horror comedy called Duality. So I have 4 books there for you guys to get instantly. You don't have to wait, like 10 months like you normally do for a crowdfund for Indiegogo or a Kickstarter. You guys could just get these instantly or 2 days at the most after you buy them. So there's no insane wait like on a Indiegogo or a Kickstarter. So if you guys want to get these, you can read them instantly on any device or have the hard copies in about 2 days. So yeah, I just wanted to show that and show that. So there we go. And I'm going to post the link again because this is the Super Shill stream. So buy all my books. Deloitte says maybe you could fight with your anti-CG friends about why they didn't back Secret Comics Presents, even though it was super cheap, and that's what they've been saying they wanted. Yeah, I don't want to call people out, but this is actually a great point. Now I want somebody to come on here and fight with, but this is a great point. No one in anti-CG, um, yeah, nobody supported me. They were all like, "Come back, make another comic. Come back. You'll do good. You'll get it funded. Come back, do another comic, do another comic." And then nobody backed me. I got trolled. I got big time trolled for that, guys. That was like a big time troll. Everybody was like, "Come back, do another comic. You need to do another comic. Why don't you do another comic? Come back, come back." And then nobody backed it. Nobody backed it. Nobody backed it. That was that's the funny part. Anti CG was like, "No, you got to make another comic. You got to be successful without those guys." And no, I am thankful for those who backed it. I'm just talking about like specifically like uh like the people Dillard is mentioning here. I'm saying the people he's mentioning here when he says your anti CG friends, because I had a lot of. I'm talking about. I'm not saying you guys didn't back it. I'm saying about these people specifically. He says your anti CG friends. There were a lot of anti CG people that told me, "Come back, make another book. It'll be successful without those guys," and none of them backed it. So Dillard is right. Rip. We'll come back to this in a second, probably. But yeah, P Money says, "Ouch, Savage." That's right. That's right. And I'm not talking about like you guys, like the people that support me. I'm not talking about the fans. I'm talking specifically the people that Dillard mentioned here when he says your anti CG friends that didn't back Secret Comics Presents. He's right. There were a ton of them that were like, "No, don't listen to CG. Come back and make another comic. You'll be successful without those guys." I was like, "Okay, I'll make another comic." And then those same people that told me to make one didn't back me. Gary says 33 hours left on the somewhat gothic and sometimes ugly sketchbook on Indiegogo. Gary, go ahead and post the link. I think you're a wrench, aren't you? Yeah, you're a wrench. Go ahead and post it. Um, yeah, Timothy says, "Man, I backed that book." Yeah, no, I wasn't talking about you guys like the fans. I was just like I said, like he says, your anti CG friends that didn't back it. I don't know how Dillard knows that, but I did have a ton that were like, "Oh, make another book," and they did not support it at all. Yeah, like Tyler gets it. Tyler from Draw and Talk. Maybe I'll get Tyler on here so we could have some manufactured drama. He says, "Yeah, you got bamboozled." He says, "Sometimes it's hard to support everything with money, but they didn't even have you on the streams, so that was, uh, uh, I don't. He says dirty. I was like, what's dot to D? But yeah, dirty. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want to call anybody out, but there were definitely people that were like, uh, come back. You'll get funded without those guys, and then I came back and made a comic, and those people didn't have me on streams or didn't even back it. I guess Dillard's really observant because there were a ton of them. Yeah, Timothy Best says, "I wish it got funded though." I wish so too. Um, there's I mean, we definitely plan to relaunch it, but I just don't know when. Because Jason he's working on it between paid work, so he's doing all his other commissions and stuff right now, and it's been a while since he's turned in any pages. Can't blame him, of course, because paid work comes first, I guess. But just haven't gotten many new pages in, and I'm just waiting for him to be done first before we relaunch. I want to be fully done when we relaunch. Same goes for Trixie Book 2. We've only got 3 pages done in the cover, so I just want to be done with Trixie Book 2 before we finally launch that. Which is going to be tough because I don't have any money to pay for pages. But I do have an interview coming up in 4 days, so wish me luck. I do have an interview for a part-time thing coming up in 4 days, so that'd be good because then I could afford to get the art done on Blood Reaper and Winter Graves and Secret Comics Presents. So let's see. Yeah, Gary posted the link there for his book, so go check out Gary's book there on Indiegogo. Yeah, P Money says I only buy Nasser's books to give me access to keep kicking. That's fine with me. Warren JB says, what are we talking about? Nick Barucci? Nah. I don't know if you were here for yesterday's stream, Warren JB, but yesterday's stream was supposed to be about books, and then it turned into drama, and so I just figured we'd do a follow-up drama stream, but I had no drama planned. But yeah, rip Nick Barucci bending the knee. That was lame. Even though I didn't care for the cover, whatever it was, I think it was lame that he pulled it. Everyone would have forgotten it was a thing in like 2 weeks. Like, if he had just ignored everybody, they would have had no outrage like 2 weeks from now. They would have found something else to cry about. So I think that was dumb, though. But I really have nothing else to say about it. Yeah, and then Gary posts his link to his book Titan. Yes, I guess he's got a couple campaigns there going. So check out Gary's books. He's got a couple links there in the chat. Let's see. We got Ishra Blackwolf. Hello, Ishra Blackwolf. Nice to see you here in the chat. Thank you for coming by. Let's see. P Money says I felt guilty because after it didn't get funded, I used the refunded money to commission Jason like I was going behind Nasser's back. But I guess I got a book from Nasser today, so I'm not too bad. No, you're fine. Yeah, everybody that got a refund from Secret Comics Presents might as well go support Jason and get a commission, so that way his time wasn't wasted, like Dillard said earlier. But yeah, everyone go commission Jason and get some art from him. Warren JB says that's true. Most drama in CG is planned. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I think I gotta agree with you there. I think they just look for things to be outraged about too, like CG, and then like everybody else. Everybody really just looks for things to be outraged at. It seems like, but as far as like the Nick Barucci thing, like whatever with Cecil's cover, that was lame that he canceled it, because nobody would have been outraged about it in 2 weeks. Like that's like the rule of thumb is like it'll blow over in 2 weeks, like 99% of the time, unless it's something like extreme. But yeah, I don't know. That's really all I got to say about that cover. But yeah, I'm gonna post the link here in the chat for my books. There we go. And for anybody just tuning in, we got 15 people in here. I was just saying earlier how this has actually been my 3rd best month so far on Amazon. I've sold 23 books so far this month, and my other 2 best months were 38 and 29. So now with 23, this has been my 2nd best month, or 3rd best month rather, on Amazon so far. So we've moved 23 copies this month. So thank you very much for everybody that's bought my books, and that was the link in the chat right there to get them on Amazon. I also have the Amazon links down in the description. I've also got the link in the chat, and it's in the description. I'm going to put it in the chat now for Black Hops by Tim and Mark, if you guys haven't gotten it yet. Let's see. Black Hops 3. If you guys haven't gotten your copy of Black Hops, that's Tim Lim and Mark Pellegrini. They put out awesome books, and that's the link to their Kickstarter. So everybody go back to those guys. They do great work. Let's see what else is going on. Um, let me see. I missed a couple. Dillard says, I got a refund and I bought cigarettes. All right, Dillard. That's nice to know. Fly Fox Pro says, I bought a Nasser book. Will my time be wasted? I hope not. I don't think it will be. Cabbage Head says, hey, just finished my stream. What are we talking about over here? Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Sort of a clickbaity title because some drama happened on yesterday's stream. So I was like, why don't we just title the stream something about drama? But so far, no drama has happened yet. But if anybody has any drama that they want to happen, let me know. And if you guys want people to argue, I could bring them on to argue. But I have nobody specific in mind. It's whatever you guys want to see. Yeah, P Money says, so not a total loss, Dillard. Yeah, it's just gonna be a loss of his life if he keeps smoking. um, P Money says, I want Nasser and Jason to sell prints of that picture of Nasser rising from the grave. Um, should we sell prints of it? Well, I mean, Jason can if he wants to. I don't think many people will buy it, honestly. But because I just don't know who wants a picture of me coming out of a grave, you know. But I mean, if you guys want one, I'll let Jason know. I will let Jason know. I'll send him a message right now saying somebody suggested it. So let me just open up Facebook and let me see. Okay, here's Jason. People are asking for prints of the zombie me picture. There we go. I sent him a message, so maybe maybe he'll make some. Full custom hot dogs says, any tips for someone working on their first comic? Tips as far as like your campaign, like a future campaign, or as far as writing it or finding an artist, or because there's a lot to say here depending on which aspect you want to know more about. But I mean, I could answer all of those topics, I guess. But is there anything like more specific you were wondering? Let's see. John Talks is Nasser trying to find drama. I don't even care if there is drama. But no, but it seems like people wanted it yesterday, so we'll see. We'll see if we could get more drama. Deloitte says, "Can I get a picture of you going into a grave?" I mean, yeah, you could draw it if you want. uh, oh man. Let's see. Okay, so P Money Jason actually replied. He says, $100 per JPEG. They can print their own. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking, saying $100 per JPEG. Um, I'll just give him a thumbs up. I think he's typing something else. Um, P Money says he'll put the picture of Zombie Nasser on his wall and kick it every morning. Interesting. Jason's typing something else. We'll see what he says about the print. I'll come back to P Money in a second. But let's see. Cabbage Head says, I've got some drama with USPS because they won't give me my copy of Cardboard I bought a few weeks ago. Have me and the mailman on so we can duke it out. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I hate getting mail too because they always find a way to screw it up. Um, okay, let's see. Let me go back to P Money. P Money, Jason says, we'll make prints or an alternate cover with the image a tier when we relaunch the book. So I'm giving him a thumbs up. So yeah, so P Money, I guess whenever we relaunch, there will be prints. But yeah, sorry, Jason. I guess Jason doesn't want to do any now. He wants to wait for the book, I guess. I'll see if I could talk him into it later, but I'll talk to him more after the stream, so it's not too boomerish. Oh man. Full Custom Hot Dog says all of it. I'm working on the script and outlines now, preferably script and finding an artist. Well, so that way I don't overwhelm you. We'll just leave the campaign talk for later. Um, let's see, preferably script and finding an artist. Oh man, well, when it comes to an artist, make sure the person you're working with is reliable. Um, and if they ask for a certain dollar amount, they have to be worth that dollar amount um, by the quality of their work and how quickly they could do it. Like, and I'm not saying they have to be a fast artist, but I mean, if they want to work on the book and they're giving you and you know you're paying them a page rate and they want a certain amount of money, um, they've got to actually be worth that money. Uh, and you just the art has to be good enough to where people will want to buy it because nobody really cares about your story until after they've read it. So most of the time they're just buying based off the art. You know, maybe they'll like the genre you're writing in or whatever, but they're mostly gonna pull the trigger based off the art. So just make sure their art is actually attractive enough to get sales and just make sure there's somebody reliable that'll actually do the work and put out pages and make sure they're not somebody that's going to drag because that's the worst. I've had that happen before where they don't turn in pages for a while and I mean it takes a day to make a page so you know when they go like 2 weeks without giving you a page you know what are they doing with all that time it's not rocket science so uh, that's the trickiest part, and I guess it might sound like common sense, I guess, but um, it you'd be surprised. I thought that would be common sense, but I've even made those mistakes too. Um, you know, not really researching who I'm working with. Not that you need to know everything about them, but you just need to know that they're reliable and stuff. You know, just because they do, you know, you've seen some pretty pages from them doesn't mean that they're reliable or good to work with. So just make sure you really vet whoever you're working with. Have a contract and all of that. But let's see. You said you're working on the script and outlines now. Don't look for an artist either until you're done with it. And I assume this is going to be a one shot or a mini series or something. Um, just make sure you're comfortable with the story first. Finish it first and do a couple drafts of it and make sure you're really happy with it first before you find an artist. So that way the book will be as good as possible. And if there's anything else you want me to uh, talk about regarding that, then let me know. But that's just what comes to mind off the top of my head is especially because I've had problems with people I've worked with, and you know, like 2 years later, I'm still not paid, and the book's still not out. So um, you really want to know who you're getting involved with, and just don't get involved with the wrong partner or wrong people when it comes to making a book. So that's like that's the main thing that's on my mind right now is making sure I work with the right people going forward. So just make sure you know who you're working with and make sure you're happy with the story first before you find an artist. Dillard says don't hire Nasser to promote. Um, John talks says I'd like to hear a 4 hour stream by Nasser on how to make comics. Don't worry, I got you full custom hot dog. I don't know about 4 hours, but I mean, it's easier when there's specific questions. Um, Dillard says that's too expensive, even for Dillard tier art. Let's see. Full custom hot dogs. Been watching Tyler's channel. Yeah, Tyler does a lot of advice videos and stuff on making comics. Yeah, Tyler says my advice is making sure you don't get screwed over. It's because it's easy. It's easy to happen. Easier than I thought it would be. I didn't think it was gonna happen. Yeah, yeah. Tyler's right here. He says the concept in art needs to be what gets them to pay, and then your story is what gets them to come back. So yes, and make sure it's a good enough artist that you work with that people will want to have their art. I think everybody that backed my books, just my comics, just did so for the art. Like no one cared about the story, which is fine because then they stick around for the story. That's what gets them to get the next one. Uh, Dillard says, "I speaking of hot dogs, I got beef with Tyler Carpenter posting pics of his hands at Walmart, making me look at those plump ballpark Franks with tiny fingernails." I think he put some emojis here that translated to elbow cough, elbow cough, elbow cough, elbow cough. Try saying that a million times fast. Elbow cough, elbow cough, elbow cough, elbow. It's a, it's a weird one. Um, P Money says, I still laugh at my autographed Stardust. It makes it look like the comic is called Stardust Nasser. Yeah, nobody liked where the signature was on the comic, so that's why I sign him on the inside now. Yeah, full custom hot dog says it'll probably be arcs of 3 books, 3 books each, I think, with an ongoing narrative. That reminds me of this Dark Horse book called Colder. That's what they did with this book called Colder, which I'm looking at my bookshelf to try and remember where it went wrong. There's 3 volumes that I have. There's probably more than 3 that are out, but I have the first 3, and the first 2 were good. I didn't like the third one, but that's what they do. Is the overall story is called Colder, and then they have a mini series of every like 3 or 4 issues. Yeah. Tyler says don't do something super big. Hot dog. Start with a 20-page one shot and work your way up to that big story. Yeah, that's what I did with Stardust. It's 20 something pages. It's a 20 something page one shot, black and white. Just start with something simple. Start with something simple to learn the ropes. Don't go into anything too crazy right off the bat. Start with something simple, something manageable. Especially because if you fail or if you run out of money, like if you could only pay an artist for issue 1, and then you can't get them back for issue 2, and you just leave people hanging. You'll avoid that. Just do a one shot, just a one shot, and learn the ropes of everything. Learn how to work with people and how to fulfill and all that stuff. I mean, you could definitely write your book you're writing right now. You could work on your I don't know if it's your magnum opus or just whatever you're working on at the moment, but you could still write all that stuff now. But when it comes time to do your first comic, go with a one shot or something. So write whatever you want, but just when you decide to do your first campaign, just go with something simple. Uh, Dillard says, "I'm Tyler. I'm trying my absolute best to get Nasser some drama on his stream here, but y'all are too, uh, gosh darn good natured." um, okay. Full custom hot dog says the first book will be self-contained, but I want it open-ended to explore in case people really like it. Well, that's a good idea. Well, if we want drama, let's do an intervention on Nasser's channel so we can get you to quit smoking so you can live long enough to finish it. I'm actually going to send Tyler the link since nobody wanted to come by. We'll see if we can get Tyler on here since none of my guests wanted to come by. Let me see. Where is he? Where is your Twitter? Where did it go? There it is. I don't know if Tyler could come by, but I'm sending him the link because I'm tired of talking to myself. We've got 14 people in here, so please, guys, like and share this stream, and let's see if we can get some more people in here. I'm going to get the link copied to my books again, and I'm going to put him here in the chat. There we go. Delicious. I don't want to live long enough to read Nasser's books. That's like comment of the day right there. Um, Man, I think Dillard owes me a super chat for that. Dillard owes me $9.99 in super chats. Let's see. Smoking makes everything look cooler. I disagree. Oh! Tyler saved me from being awkward.
I'm here. I'm here. My wife and sister-in-law went to go to Target, and I was like, I refuse to go, so
I
I'm
don't
here.
blame you. I hate going to the store.
Yeah, man, and it's like my wife has this thing where she likes to like go out to places on Saturdays, and I'm like, man, my favorite thing to do is to not do anything on Saturdays.
All the same, dude. I mean, I wouldn't say I don't like to do anything, but I just don't like going places. I like to stay home.
If I can, yeah, if I can avoid going in places, and I just like right now, right now I'm just trying to play Pokemon. That's like all I'm trying to do right now.
Okay, that sounds lame, but it's better than shopping. It's better than going to Target.
Oh man, do we need? Wait, do I still? Am I supposed to? Are we trying to create drama here? Is that what's
I don't
happening?
know. We've been talking about this for a long time, you and me. For those that don't know, me and Tyler, we realized a while ago that you need drama to sell, and so we've always thought about manufacturing some, but uh, we don't know how.
Yeah, we're not like controversial enough, and we don't have big enough followings that if I'd be like, Nasser hurt my feelings, my following, the people who follow me
Yeah,
would be like, who's Nasser?
yeah. Like every time, like which this isn't often because I usually never do this, but anytime I like call someone out on Twitter, I get like 5 retweets, like 10 likes, and
No,
like
it's
that's
true.
it.
I posted a picture of Tom King today on my Twitter, and now it's like getting shared, and then I'll post my campaign, and like it'll get one like. Um, it's well, and it's funny because 2 weeks ago when I was really promoting my Kickstarter, which we're going to be doing on Indiegogo on starting on August 3rd, this guy kept commenting on my book saying this is crap, this is like a wannabe aliens, you're a terrible creator, and I kept like comment retweeting it, and I got like 5 backers that day just because people see it and they go, oh, screw this guy, I'll back your book, Tyler. And I go, hey, thanks. And that guy did more. I was actually really sad when he stopped insulting me.
Oh man, and about Tom King, like that's like a really hot topic right now. But like, but like I don't know, man. It like every time I try to get involved in anything, it's like I get like like 2 retweets. Like nobody listens to me. So I'm like, how does this drama stuff work?
Well, I made a Pokemon card. That's what I did. A Tom
Oh,
King Pokemon card, and then it's been retweeted and shared. I've got to be.
hmm.
I've got to. If I'm gonna be make some drama, I'm gonna be kind of. I'm gonna try to be a little creative on it.
Man, yesterday's stream, I was just talking books with Doug Tenable, and then in the chat, John Del Rose comes on, and he doesn't like Doug, so he says something. Then in the chat, John and Mike S. Miller start fighting, and then when Doug
Yeah.
left, he had to go, and then I invited those two dudes on, and they started fighting, and I got like the most live viewers I had in months. I think I got up to 28 maybe live viewers, which is like. I mean, the most I've ever had on here has been 100, but that was like 2 years ago, and that was like the most I had in a long time. I was like, oh my goodness, and it's because people got word that those guys were fighting, and so now that stream has like 200 views.
That's how you do it. Real quick, my wife's calling me. Give me a
Okay,
second.
okay, but yeah, I'll catch up in the chat a little bit. Just saying, so I have to go to work tonight. I'm gonna have to catch this one in the morning. Well, thanks for stopping by. Just saying. Um, Warren JB says, why does Dillard have a drawing of Dean Cain as his avatar? That doesn't look like Dean Cain. Um, he says, I think you owe me money for keeping your chat entertained. Oh man, Dillard is roasting me. Yeah, P Money has $100 on Tyler. Um, Fly Fox Pro says, well, in that person's defense, you are a terrible creator. I don't know. Was that for Tyler or for me? Um, we'll read that one again when he's back. Fly Fox Pro also puts a winky face. Dillard says, I got $2 or $2 on Tyler. Maybe if y'all had bigger followings, I'd up the stakes. All right, well then
Are
send the
people betting on us? I saw. What's this whole hundred
yeah.
dollars?
Yeah, and then Dillard has $2. There's $102 on you. Where's the $102? We'll just split it.
Yeah, dude, I'll totally do that. That's actually, it's actually funny is I did have someone, I do actually have, I have commission. I'll have some drama. I'm a bad creator because people paid me to do commissions, and I haven't fulfilled them yet. But they're like they're on my desk. I just haven't sent them yet, and it's been like 5 months, and it's really shitty.
Oh
of
man,
me.
you are awful.
I know. I feel bad. I actually should probably. And they're all packaged. I just have to go to the freaking post office. It's just laziness, but at least they're done, and Red Rooster isn't done.
Oh, but also before I get back to what I was saying, just saying says this is crazy. I found Nasser's channel because of Draw and Talk.
Well, there you go. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're
So
welcome,
thank you for
Nasser.
sending somebody my way, man.
I tried.
But yesterday, so then Doug leaves and John and Mike they're just going crazy in the chat.
What's their beef? So I didn't
I
get
have
to
no
watch
clue.
the stream.
I don't even understand it. It's like a bunch of like, but he said this and then he said this and it's like 2 years ago. I'm like, I don't care. Like everything you guys said 2 years ago is like null and void now.
Yeah, like I don't get like it's funny because I don't have like I'm not like best friends with any of these guys. Like I'm not friends with them. Like John and we talk, and that was the first time I had him on my stream that one time. And and then I had so many people message me in my Discord saying, how dare you, Tyler, have that guy on your stream?" I was like, "Oh, I like John. I think he's funny." And then like
I
Mike,
get that all the time.
yeah. And then Mike, Mike, I think is a cool guy. He annoys me sometimes, but those two together are so petty. They are so
Yeah.
petty to each other.
But here's the surprising part was the stream went good. Like it ended with them like not becoming friends, but they were like, yeah, let's stop arguing. And I was like, whoa! Like it took my channel to bring them together. I did not think that would happen.
Well, there you go. See, now, see, your channel's good for intervention. So now what we can do is we can get John Dillard on here and do an intervention. Say, hey, if you want to finish the buckler, you're gonna have to stop smoking.
All right. Well, he has to send me a $2 super chat, and then I'll get him on.
Well, there you go. There you go.
But then after their fight, then Mike had to go, and then me and John just talked to books for a while, and that was the stream yesterday. So I think everybody just skipped to the middle where they were fighting.
I just pulled up the video, and I don't know when it started, but I see three faces. I see Mike's face and John's face there, so I know what I'll be watching.
Yeah.
Today while I draw.
Yeah, that's towards the middle. That's where all the fighting is, and.
P Money says 5 months, Tyler. Should we start calling you Donald? How's that help for starting drama? That hurts my feelings.
Right, but
Go kill myself now with my corded mouse.
Oh man,
Yeah, it's not good.
Mouse.
Yeah, it's not good on my part.
What are we living in 2004?
Yeah. I know that's why my coworker's like, "Oh, Tyler, what a stupid decision. Do you have a cord on your mouse? Go kill yourself."
Yeah, yeah, but so so I got like just so many views on that stream, and so I was like, why don't I just start this today's stream with drama? We'll have a follow up, and so it's titled drama, but there was no drama, so people are coming in expecting some. So I don't know. I was telling people to start. I was like, so if anyone wants to fight in the chat, go ahead and I'll bring you guys on. Or if there's anybody, and I was like, or if there's anybody you guys want to see fight, just I'll send them the link. But nobody had anybody they wanted to see fight. So.
I think it's because most people, man, like
At least most people that come to my channel usually don't, like my regular viewers don't care for the fighting. Because we just talk books here. Like I haven't done drama videos. Well, I mean I've done drama videos recently about like Brutus and stuff. But like as far as like consistent like drama videos every day, it's been like 2 years since I've done that.
Man, I almost I didn't do it. I almost scripted it and then I didn't. But I was gonna record a video about like credits and books, and then I was gonna pull up your book and I was gonna pull up Red Rooster because Mark Pellegrini didn't get the credits in the first one.
That would have been a good video.
Yeah, it was just a little too much, and I felt like I was stepping out of my zone because I didn't really know all the details. But it's bullshit what you guys had to go through.
Warren JB says no drama, false advertising. No, there could have been drama, but nobody wanted to come out and fight. Dillard says Nasser out here with his hat in his hand begging for $2. How's that anti-CG working for you? Oh man, I'm getting roasted. Everybody roasts me now because I don't make the money I used to make.
Oh man, but you could though.
Yeah, I could. That's the thing. Is like people think that's the only way. Like, is you got to be CG. But like Tim and Mark, they make more in their campaigns without CG than I ever made with CG. So,
yeah, and like Tim was saying in your stream, and he told me the same thing in a Twitter DM. He's like, dude, it took us on our 7th campaign with Common America to get to these numbers. Like they've been building this for years. Like CG, here's a hot take. This might offend some people. When CG started, I felt like there was a lot of quote unquote wannabe creators who jumped on the bandwagon because they saw the money. Because I was already making comics like 3 years before CG, and then CG comes, and then all of these randos are like, well, I want to make a comic too, and CG Comics Gate, and then they just did it for the money, and I don't think they're going to stay in there for the long haul because they're not actually creators. They're just people who saw, oh, I can write a story and get an artist and make money.
Yeah,
and I'll be able to do this full time. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. And like I don't even like necessarily need to get back to those numbers. I just need enough just to put the book out there. Yeah. I mean, I would love to get to those numbers again, but it's no big deal to like. I don't need to like launch and get 20 grand again or something.
But that'd be so nice, right?
Yeah, well, that's true. But I mean, like, I would just need just like whatever it takes just to put the book out. Even though that money is nice, I'd rather get there through hard work.
What's hard is it was with Brutus. You did put out a book that was that had that such high numbers, and had Donald not been a complete dickwad, the second one could have grown in the third one, and you guys could have made more money.
We could have had like $100,000.
I know,
on that thing, and we could have had multiple issues out by now. Like, but he just ruined it, man.
Yeah, Donald, fucking fat ass.
Yeah, like everybody like ruined everything in like, the past 2 years.
And I don't even know like how Donald gets work still.
Bro, same. I don't know.
Isn't he working on that book with Cecil?
I don't know how anybody opens up an Indiegogo and they're like, writer, this person, artist, Donald. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna buy this book. Like,
yeah.
Like what? Like
I
it doesn't make sense.
Anytime
like,
I see Donald's name into anything, I just go, oh, like how is he here?
Like, I'm sure everybody knows how awful he is with getting the work done, because that's the only reason the book is ever late, is if the art isn't getting done.
Yeah.
So there's no other. There might be like something circumstantial, which is very rare and is not the case here. Like if your if your printer or something got shut down, but even if that's the case, everybody doing crowdfunding has multiple quotes from multiple printers, at least 2. They
let's be real, they don't vary that crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it varies, like a couple cents.
Yeah.
And it depends, because some people might be able to get you a better deal on color if you're doing color, but we were, but I mean, it's.
Well, the excuses that people like Donald and Mitch make, for those of us who actually put out books on time, you can see how like apparent they're just lying, because all the stuff that Donald would say, I'd be like, no creator has ever had this problem before. This is not a problem.
Every time they say like, "Oh, I had a problem with the print file," I'm like, "What problem?" I've never. It's just I've never had a problem with the print file, and I'm just curious at like, if there is a problem, why they're like, "I need another month."
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
or
like I remember like Zach used to say that a lot. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna put in the order now, but it's gotta wait like another month because the print file." I'm like, "Well, what about it? Like, I'm sure you could speak about what's wrong with the print file." And he's like, "It's So anyway, so this book was awful. I knew it was awful, but I bought it anyways.
Well, even like Mitch was like, we're this is like he's like the reason. Hey, well, guys, we're gonna be giving you guys the digital book. It's gonna take us a month. We're learning about how to do digital distribution. I'm like, it's called exporting it into a
Bro.
PDF and sending it out. Done.
Right. It's or like they're like Donald was like, oh, I gotta send the PDF to everybody one by one, so it's gonna take a while. And when he said that, I was like, does he not know what a mailing list is? And
Yeah.
I told that to a few people when I saw that update, and I wonder if any of them told him, because then like a few days later, he's like, so yeah, I'm sending it on the mailing list, and did he just? I was like, who told him?
Yeah, it is sad. And like with all those problems, like with print files, and it's just bull. It's just bull. I mean, I'm working on the print file right now for my book, and I've
Right.
already sent it out. And they were like, "Hey, just one change," and I like fixed it in 15 minutes.
Right.
I go, okay,
That's
sweet,
why
we're-
whenever they're
we're
like,
back
"Oh, the
on
print
track.
file," they're like, "Oh, the print file." And I'm like, "You don't have 15 minutes in your day."
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, most of it's just like, hey, you had like a margin area or something, and I go, and something got cut off. I go, oh yeah, I'll fix
Right.
it. But
Or like-
yeah, it's really sad. And here's the thing: does Donald have like a day job? How does he support himself?
no, I mean, no, he doesn't have a day job, but his wife does. So I
that's
think,
nice.
yeah. So I think like she, I don't know. I don't want to speculate too much here, but I just want to assume that maybe she brings in most of the money, at least from what he told me.
Gotcha.
But
Then he's got all. So that's the thing is that you have these people like all those people who
like,
everyone
I mean,
who does a book.
okay, like I think sometimes he is watching his kids, but that doesn't give him like a reason to be late. You know
No.
what I mean? Like if anything, maybe a couple days out of the week, he doesn't draw because he has to watch them or other responsibilities around the house. But I mean, we had like, I forget how many pages, but it was like at least 10, 12 pages maybe done before we launched the book.
How
I
many
think-
how many pages total is the book?
Oh, man, dude, it's like 60 pages, and he isn't even drawing all of them because we had
In the-
Andrew,
in the
we had
time
Andrew
that you-
Huerta doing like 10 of them.
Oh my! In the time that Brutus launched, I've put out 130-page graphic novels, drew a 130-page graphic novel for someone, and then I just finished the Kickstarter for another 100-page
Yeah.
graphic novel, and people are still waiting for their 48-page.
But like before we launched, like he had like no problem getting pages done. So, what
was the
I
problem
don't
then?
really, I don't
happened?
really know. I don't really know. I don't really like. I guess maybe he wanted to be lazy or something because like he did do like at least 10 pages before we launched, and then while we launched, he was doing pages, and then he just. Then he stopped. He does that Vestige book, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And then he just he would never keep me updated, and then he wants to kick me off, and then I just never hear what's going on, and it's just excuse after excuse, and it all just sounds to me like somebody that's used up all the money,
Yeah, no.
which is just speculation. But
No,
that's
yeah,
exactly
it's
how
just
it sounds.
speculation. But you read those updates, you see the tweets, and you just go, Donald, just say it. You spent the money. You're just like Critias.
Bro, anybody who supports him after he lied and said the rain ruined 2,000 books, like anybody that still supports him after that, honestly, you're an idiot.
Yeah, it's sad, and it's that's why it's sad that there are these creators, and that's why I'm like really grateful for the success
Creators
of
in
books.
quotes.
Yeah,
People
exactly.
people that learn to draw.
Yeah, people learn how to draw and steal people's money, but I go like when I think of people like Mark Pellegrini and Tim Lim, and I see this success on their books, yeah, it's not $100,000, and people will be like, well, the book wasn't successful because it did 100,000. Like John Malin's book is over 100,000. Like, congrats, John, it's freaking awesome. But you have creators like Tim Lim and them, and they have day jobs, and they're working their ass off to create really good books that are like huge. I backed the Black Ops Omnibus, and then I read it, and I was like, oh, I'm getting 200 pages. That's awesome. So I'm really glad that there are good creators like that who are growing and getting supported. And I hope, Nasser, that you and me are one of those people one day.
Yeah. It's really tough. Like for me right now, just getting the money to pay for the pages. Sorry, I got a little distracted reading some of the chat here.
Oh, no, you're good.
But yeah, but I mean, I would love to get these all finished before launch. I think that's what everybody should do, um, so that way you avoid like all these stupid problems.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. And that's the worst part is people just want the money immediately. And some people they do need the money from
And
the
that was
campaign
that
to
was
pay the
why
artist.
too. That was why Donald wanted to launch immediately. He's like, "Oh, but we can make so much money right now because this guy is being mean to me on Twitter. So I'm gonna
To
launch
ride the
tonight, so I
wave.
could reply with the link." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like he didn't even let me finish doing the accounting. Like I was doing some spreadsheets and playing with numbers and stuff.
Make
And
sure that all the money is accounted for and you can figure out how to do
yeah,
it.
like before we launched, like I was working on accounting and I was trying to figure out like price points and stuff and how much things are going to cost and where we could break even and that sort of stuff. And he just completely ignored me. And then at one point during the campaign, I was like, "Hey man, it looks like we're going to make this much." And he was like, "Are you sure? That doesn't sound like a lot." And I was like, "Yeah, here's my numbers." He's like, "These numbers don't look right to me, man." And I was like, "Well, why don't they look right?" And he's like, "I'm gonna do my own accounting." I was like, "Okay."
Jeez.
And then he sent me back some spreadsheet that like I don't even know where he got any of his numbers, but he had just like this outrageous number of profit we were somehow gonna make. And I was like, "Where are you getting these numbers?" He's like, "Our campaign, man." And I was like, "No, I don't know."
That's so funny. That's so funny. And that's the sad thing is you get these creators who get all this, they'll get a big sum of money and then they'll freak out. Like my campaign, it's funny because I'm only dealing with like $3,000 and I underestimated a couple costs, so I'm not taking as much as home as I thought I would be, which is fine. Like I just want to get the book out, but I was laughing with my wife. I was like, I think I miscalculated a couple big things. She's like, "Oh, you're such an idiot." I'm like, "Yeah, I thought I did the math on that, but I didn't."
Yeah, but
Diller draws. I got beef with Tyler for even bringing up Critias. I can't hear the name without blowing a fuse. Yeah, me too.
I hate Critias so much. I don't know how you launch that book and not know your expenses. And like I was talking to one of my friends about it, and my friend, because I went on like some long rant about it, and my friend's like, "Well, I don't think he did it disingenuously," and I was like, "Well, how did he do it then?" He's like, "I think he's just," and my friend's like, "I think he's just stupid," and I was like, "Yeah, he is stupid."
Well, he like also then he's like, "Don't worry, guys. This is what I did." He did that tweet. He's like, "This is what I did with some of the money," and he shows all the books he backed, like thousands of dollars of books that he
Then
backed.
he's like, "I didn't really. I don't. I wanted to do a voice for him, but I can't do it. But he's like, but I didn't really like spend all my money on that. I just want to get people angry enough to watch." And I was like, "Bro, you stole $40,000. We were already angry enough to watch."
Yeah, yeah, it's ridiculous. Wow, John has $106,000. That's awesome for his graveyard shift, and he's not even drawing it. That's awesome.
It's still a trash book.
Really, I haven't read it. I haven't read it.
I'll sell you my copy.
I'm good. Do you? Okay, so here's a question that could start drama, but I'm curious your take. Are you? Did you back the second one?
No.
No. Okay. Does anyone
No,
anyone
it
in the
was
chat
awful.
who backed Graveyard Shift 2? Did you see an improvement from number 1 and number 2? I'm always fine with giving the first, 1 or 2. Well, I mean, with John, it's kind of hard because he is a professional.
Oh no, the first one's got to be good, or I don't buy him.
Really, I'll give leeway sometimes to creators. If the first one wasn't good, I'll be like,
No, it's just got to be. It's got to be like at least like a 5 out of 10, and I'll go forward. And it wasn't even that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's actually good. That's good. 5 out of 10. Did you read? Did you back a Hero?
Yeah,
Did you get your copy?
yeah. I actually just got it.
Have
2
you read
days
it?
ago. No, not yet.
Oh, shame. I just read it.
Oh, how was it?
I really liked it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's upstairs on my dresser. I just didn't get a chance to read it yet.
Gotcha. Man, people are stealing my meme, my Pokemon card of Tom King, and they're not retweeting it. They're just saving it on their phone and then posting it as their own. And I didn't even put my name on there to say that I made that. Next time I gotta put youtube.com/DrawandTalk.
All right, everybody, go steal the meme. We got to teach him a lesson.
Yeah, go steal the meme, teach me a lesson, but when I do it again, they'll go, "Oh, this must be the guy who makes these stupid Pokemon card memes."
Yeah. Eric Hawkins says he's not drawing or writing it. Yeah, I mean, I would love to make that much for doing nothing.
Wow. That's all.
Yeah.
So he's basically Well, he's basically like the James Patterson of indie comics right now, where he doesn't write it. He
Right.
just comes up with the idea and pays
Right.
someone
His
else to
name's
do it.
on it. Yeah, but oh man, the thing about the first one is like it sucked, but the ash can was actually pretty good. But
That's what I heard. That's what
Malin
I heard.
Malin didn't draw or write it. It was Nerd Wonder who drew it, and she did a fantastic job. And there's actually a Stardust Easter egg in there.
And didn't they go
The
after
ash
Nerd
can.
Wonder after that?
I have no clue.
You never. Dillard
I
draws.
usually don't pay attention to any of the drama, believe it or not. But
John Dillard. I bought Demons Volume 1, but then I got it and realized Tyler didn't draw it, so I haven't backed the others. Okay, I'm going to announce this right now on your stream, Nasser.
dun dun.
This book Entity that I'm doing an Indiegogo for on August 3rd is like is one of the last books that I hired an artist for, and all books, 99% of books that are coming out from me going forward, are drawn by me.
That's good to hear, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I made these books when I wasn't confident with my art, so I paid artists to do it. Now I'm confident with my art, so it's time to slay it and keep all the monies.
Fly Fox Pro says I almost backed that detective dead. I'm glad I didn't. I wish I didn't, man. I'm never gonna get that money.
Oh, shame. How much was
you
the
know,
book?
he sent an update. He's like, I plan to get a job and be able to put out the book, and I plan to make enough to give everyone a refund. I'm like, what kind of like filthy rich job do you think you're getting, man?
Yeah.
Like,
And also, like, why aren't you working? He's like, my laptop died. I'm like, you can buy a $100 like Chrome PC. I don't know what your problem is. And
right,
it was
he stole enough to do it.
Oh, I know. And it's funny because people are still like in the update, like in his thing, saying, "Want a refund? Like, am I still getting this comic?" It's like, no, you're not. Like,
Man, full custom hot dog says was Graveyard Shift not good? I was regretting not getting into it. Nah, dude, it was trash. It was like a bunch of bland characters just being boring, and I've they have no personality, and it just was stupid. Like,
are there any? I don't like. I always get disappointed. There are a couple books that I back, and I sometimes get sad because I'm like, oh, like I thought this was gonna be good. And here's the thing, it's nothing again. Like if you full custom hot dog and anyone here in the chat, if you guys are creators and then you make a book and then it doesn't come out well and then people don't like it, like you just gotta make another one and try to improve it. Like I saw someone roasted my Demons book on YouTube. Like
oh
roasted
man,
it.
I would love to get roasted.
Like no, it wasn't good. Like I was at work, almost crying. I was like, I tried my best. And like they were like, this sucks. This is the worst $30 I ever spent. And I was like, okay, chill. And by the end of it, I was like, oh, that hurt. And it took a week of crying in the shower. And then I was like, all right, fine. Next book, I'm gonna do a little better. Next book, I'll do a little better. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes I give like with someone like John Malin who's worked in the mainstream, for someone like that, you get like one chance for me. Like if Hero wasn't good by Muttman and Macho Dan, I'd probably back the second one because they'll improve. But someone like John Malin has been in the mainstream, so he knows what is necessary for a good story. And if he can't do it, get out.
Yeah, so that book was awful. Get SS73 says I almost burned Graveyard Shift 1, but I sold it. Yeah,
What about
I
I heard
mine, but I don't know
Cyberfrog
if
was
anyone
good.
wants it. Did you? I didn't hear that, but
I heard
I mean, I have it. I didn't read it though because I didn't really care anymore by the time I got it, and I heard it was trash anyways. So yeah, I didn't even bother.
I heard, yeah, someone said it was entertaining. Like it's not gonna be like you're not gonna walk away from it being like, wow, like that just changed everything. Like my friend just read it and was like, yeah, it was entertaining.
Let's get SS73 says I believe they did start attacking Nerd Wonder. Well, I have no clue about any of that.
Eric Hawkins, Tyler. Oh, you're in through the chat. Oh wait.
Huh. No. Okay, now you can read it.
Oh, so Dillard draws. I'm waiting for Tyler to take his time and put out a quality all his
Oh.
artwork. I'll buy that. Yeah, dude, I'm working on something right now. It's gonna be
I thought you had
huge.
been reading Eric's thing. That's why I clicked on it. But he says, Tyler, do you have any cool anthologies you are involved with coming out soon, like October or something?
Is it October, Eric? That are we working on? I know we have an anthology. I don't know if I'm always working on so many different product projects. I think Eric and I are in the same anthology that comes out, and I think it comes out in October. I have no idea. I finished the artwork like 3 months ago, and I submitted it, and I don't know when it is. But I do have my draw and talk server, my Discord server. We do an anthology every single year, and every creator who's in it gets the print file, and no one owns it, so they can do whatever they want. So if you are ever looking, guys, for an anthology, you can jump in on my Discord, and artists and writers, and they collaborate there.
Let's see. Warren JB says, I almost backed Graveyard Shift, but the art was too stiff. Dodged the bullet. Yes, you definitely dodged the bullet. My problem wasn't even mainly the art, although it could have been better. It was... Oh, and I also think Malin did the book. I think he did book one like years ago. So
yeah.
So I think like years had passed by the time he drew it versus when he launched it. So I'm sure he got better since that book. But yeah, the art could have been better. But my main problem was the story. It was just absolutely awful.
I didn't back it because I didn't like the concept. Like, I don't really care about zombies and horror.
Well, I mean,
stuff.
I mean, Malin was my friend at the time, and I do like monster stories, so I was like, yeah, this looks cool, and then it was not cool. Rip. Oh man, Full Custom Hot Dog says, I love that Critias stream, a crash course on what not to do. Yeah, just don't be stupid, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. You listen to Critias.
Right. Like when you go to do something, be like, is this stupid? And then if the answer is yes, just don't do it.
Don't do it. You listen to Critias stream and you just go, man, like, how do you like put your shirt on the right way each day? Like, this is like the mistakes he made, and I felt like,
when was the last time he updated?
I don't know, but people are still in the comments like a day ago. Asking
I'm gonna
where
look
the book
now.
is. It's just, yeah, it's so fun, and I thought Akari Press could have been a little harsher on him. They were just laughing.
Man, May 6th, 2020 was 3 months ago. His last update is more pages. Hey everyone, I wanted to update you by sharing some Detective Dead pages. I'm so bored. Sorry for the delayed updates. I like waiting for 3 to 4 pages to come in. How is he getting any pages to come in if he said he went through all the money before reaching out to you all? Anyhow, I hope you enjoy them. Have yourselves a safe week.
Didn't he say that he was paying like $400 a page?
Bro, I forget the exact numbers, but he was like, I was paying my inker $80 a page. I'm like, bro, there are people that pencil and ink and color that would kill for.
Dude, I would pencil, ink, and color at that rate right there.
And letter.
and I would letter, absolutely.
Yeah, and he's like, I was paying my inker $80 a page. I almost lost it. I was like, are you Marvel Comics?
Oh my, yeah, exactly. When those rates were up, I was like, dude, you freaking fool! Like, you got swindled, and you're a dumb for not finding that.
I'm looking at the comments right now. How's the book coming along?
Oh yeah.
Update, please. I'd like a refund. Am I still getting a comic?
Nope.
What's happening? This is going back like 11 days. Good evening. Have sent through an email regarding change of delivery address. Hope it has come through. Oh man, don't worry. You're never gonna get it, no matter if the address is updated or not.
One thing that's nice about Red Rooster is I do have hope. I know I will get it. But if you back Detective Dead, like, grab that hope and bury it.
Oh man, Red Rooster. Oh man, I get so pissed thinking about I just had to collect my thoughts there. It makes me so angry how you could be that stupid.
And I remember that time. I remember that time that you tweeted him, and then he got super angry at you in that tweet response.
Right.
And then you and I were talking about that.
Man, yeah, and I was like, so can you let us know how many pages are done? And he replies like, I'm just one man. Feel free to compete with me. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you were literally your tweet was so peaceful. It was, hey, can we get an update on how many pages? Like, such a reasonable thing. Like, just say I've done 40 or I've done 20,
right.
And he was just like, let me tell you something, Nasser.
like. Man, I don't know what his problem was. I don't know why they still can't tell us how many pages are done. I mean, I guess we could guess because there's, the two issues at at Walmart. So
And
what's that make, like 40?
did some like sci-fi stream or something, and he said he was working on issue 3 currently, and that stream happened last week.
Oh man, man, I really regret backing that book. I thought they were going to be competent because they had Mark on board, but then they kicked Mark off, and Mitch like disappeared for like a few months, like
Yeah, so you're like, oh, he's making the book.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. That's what I thought because like he disappeared for a few months. He wasn't on any streams. He wasn't doing anything, and so in my mind, I'm like, oh, good. He's he's doing his book. He's gonna get it done, and then. And then everything comes out, and he's like, I'm gonna put it out in the store first, ha ha ha, and sorry guys. And then he's like, and we're gonna launch another campaign because he thought he was gonna get the Red Rooster amount per each book. He had like 3 books in one campaign. He's like, I'll get 200 grand for each of those titles.
Yeah, and nope, they got like 28,000.
Yeah, something like that. Like. He's so stupid. I hate Mitch. I really hate him. I hate him, man. I hate him with a passion. Bro. I had just turned 21 2 years ago when I launched my campaign, and then I was able to fulfill it within 2 months. We were on time.
Yeah.
It took 2 months from launching it to fulfilling it. And I was 21 in my my parents' basement, put out a book on time, and this dude who's supposedly been a pro for decades and whatever, and he can't put out one issue.
I did a video on it, and it was in the time that Red Rooster funded. I've been in 3 apartments, had 3 jobs. My wife got pregnant. We did the 9 months of pregnancy, and now my kid is 9 months old, and I still don't have my book.
Oh my goodness. That's a crazy timeline.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, in the time, yeah, exactly. Like a lot has happened in my life now,
dude.
And I still don't have my 60-page book.
Dude, like in the span of all of this, like I've been able to put out 2 comics, 3 novels, and a short story collection, and that's only the stuff I had the money to put out. If I had money, I could have probably 10 more books on Amazon right now.
That's the worst part with creators like you and me is you see these big guys, you see these guys with huge numbers, and they disrespect it. And I know people like you and I, Nasser, we had even a $10,000 campaign or a 20, even if we had $100,000. I think Red Rooster did 190,000. The amount of content we would give out to people would be insane. And
if I had that much, dude. Oh my goodness. After fulfilling the campaign, man, you could do 10 more issues at minimum and without even the crowdfund, which is paying for it out of that money.
Yeah.
Especially you're the artist, you don't, I know you've hired people before, but you announced earlier, you said going forward you're drawing all your own comics, especially for you, I mean, you could just sit there and do them yourself 10
all
more
day
with that money.
Here's the thing. I've learned that these creators who are getting big numbers on Indiegogo, what I'm learning is that they actually don't want to draw and make comics. Yeah, they want to put out a book a year. They want to put out a book a year, live off that money.
Because that's how fast they work.
Exactly. Whereas I'm someone who's like, man, if I had that money, all I want to do is sit at my table, write and draw. And these guys are like, I just want to sit on my ass and bitch on Twitter and YouTube and get money, draw for 2 months, and then go back to doing all that. There's some drama for you guys.
Yeah, oh man, the chat's moving pretty fast. Let me see. This is a funny one. Well, custom hot dog. He was buying fonts. Yes, that. I forgot about that. That was one thing Critias said he was buying. He's like, I was buying fonts and he's
shut up, Rick. Really?
And he's like, I was buying radio ads. I was like, you were buying radio ads? Bro, I don't understand. Everybody that listens to radio is dead, or they work in radio.
Wait, you're lying. He didn't say that. He said he legit said he was buying radio ads and buying fonts.
Yes, he said that. He said that. I mean, dude, I mean, I listen to radio, but I listen to old radio shows from 50 years ago.
Oh my
Like nobody listens to like
stars.
radio like now. Like I don't know who he thought he was gonna get this ad in front of, especially people that are gonna like listen to it. And what imagine what it said. So back Detectives Out on Indiegogo today. How many people are gonna hear that and know exactly what to do?
Yeah, like,
like
oh,
like they're gonna be like, "What's an Indiegogo? What is this?
oh
Huh?"
my gosh, that is so funny. That is
Yeah, he
hilarious.
is
That's the
stupid.
dumbest thing I've heard. That is so funny. And buying fonts. There's a website, everyone, called dafont.com, and there's millions of free fonts there. You're welcome.
Get SS73 says, "Well, Flyfox Pro, without Doug, Mike, or JDA here, should we start fighting to complete the stream?" Yes, people, start fighting in the chat. Maybe we'll get drama going, even though we've been dunking on people. Um, Dillard says, "If I really like the writer, really like them, I do pencil, inks, and colors for 150. Aw, thanks, Dillard. Um, hold on, I missed one. There, Eric Hawkins says, "Have you seen the turd of artwork in Red Rooster 2? Geez, it is bad. It is inked thumbnails."
Yeah,
Ugh.
it is. I've seen the art, and that's another thing.
I didn't flip through it, but like, I would believe it.
It's rough. It's definitely very rough art, and it's sad. Like if Elizabeth Breitweiser's colors weren't on there, it wouldn't look good.
Let's see. Dillard Draw says, "Don't forget the thousands of dollars in super chats Crid spent on Miller's and Ethan's streams promoting Detective Dead and trying to get Miller to do Detective Dead on Drawn and Quartered." Well, I don't know exactly how much he spent there, so I don't know if it was thousands or what it was, but
We need to know the number. So, John, if you can go back and rewatch all those streams and then add up all the money, and come back to us in a month, if you're still alive, let us know those numbers. $32 a font on my stars. That's ridiculous. I gotta go, dude. My wife's here, so I've gotta go back and be a dad and husband. Everyone, go subscribe to freaking Nasser and go buy his books on Amazon. You know, because of Nasser and people like John Delarose, I now started writing a book, and I actually wrote my prologue on Saturday, and I wrote for an hour, Nasser, and I was like, I just killed it. And I only did a word count of 887. I was like, okay, I thought I did a lot more than that, but okay.
awesome. I did 5,000 today.
See, there you go.
3 days.
Yeah, see, and so I was like, geez, this is gonna take me freaking forever.
All right, man. But it was nice talking to you.
See you, man. Peace.
Peace. All right, let's see what else is going on in the chat. That was nice to have Tyler on here. Maybe we could still have a drama stream. If you guys have any more drama you guys want to happen, we could bring people on. Crid probably spent all that on Super Chat, says Timothy Best. I don't remember if he Super Chatted that much. Did he? Was he really spending thousands on Super Chats? I don't particularly remember that. But I guess so. A lot of people are saying he did. Who knows? Eric says, yes, he said he was buying fonts. It was insane. Yeah. Get SS73 says, Nasser, tons of people that work in small business and on the ORAD listen to AM radio, mostly talk radio. Limbaugh has like 26 million listeners a week. All right. Okay. Well, I'm sure, like, I get it. People do still listen to radio, but I just don't think his audience really is the people that are listening to radio right now. Eric says, and didn't Mike charge him like $1,500 for a cover too? Yeah, Mike charged him something. I can't remember the number, but Mike charged him for a cover, knowing that he had financial problems, knowing Critias didn't think he made enough on the campaign to put it out or whatever. So he was like, Critias, why don't you charge this much for a hardcover and then pay me this much to do a cover? So he wanted him to do more expensive tiers, and it just sounds like a mess. At least that's what I remember. I don't want to spread any misinformation, but I think that's what happened. But let me know if I'm remembering things incorrectly. Yeah, Warren JB says that he listens to radio shows from 80 years ago. I have too, but I mostly listen to the CBS Radio Mystery Theater from 1974 to 1982. I think are the years for that. But I mean, I've listened to some others like the Sealed Book and 5 Minute Mysteries and There's some other ones. I actually haven't listened in a while though, because I need a new radio. But I mostly because there is a station here that plays old time radio, but a lot of these I do listen to on YouTube. But I did buy though all of the CBS Radio Mystery Theater. I have that all on some CDs. But there's plenty of old ones that are on YouTube and stuff. Blambot, lots of free ones there too. Um, oh yeah, and Full Custom Hot Dogs says didn't Miller charge him a bunch for a Detective Dead poster like 1,200? Yeah, something like that for a cover. Let's see. And that's the link for my books right there, where you guys could all go get it, and I will uh, put the link again in the chat. My dad in the chat says hi. Hello, Dad. Everybody, watch your language, I guess. Get SS73 says, well, Mike is in business, and if someone comes to him and wants to pay his rates, I don't see the problem on that end. Well, no, that's not a problem, but Mike knew that he knew that Critias wasn't making what he needed on the campaign. And so he wanted to put him even further in the hole, which is pretty funny. And he just gave him awful advice. Um, Dillard says he was effing constantly sending $50 and $100 super chats daily. Why wasn't he sending those to me? I need those super chats. Please, everybody, send super chats. Try and outdo Critias. Timothy Best says, these dudes spend like thousands so Ethan could read their comments. That's funny. I don't know. Ethan always read mine for free. Get SS73 says, yeah, Ethan was really hauling in the super chats for access in the days. I don't know, because I don't think I don't think close to like even half of the people sending super chats got access. They might have gotten like a short like 2 second plug, but like the amount of people that sent super chats that ended up on the show was probably like it was very small. I can't put a number on it, but it was very small. So Ethan did rake in the super chats though, for people hoping for access, but I don't think many of them ended up getting it. Timothy Best is saying hi to my dad. And there's a link again for my books there in the chat. We've got about 12 people watching, so please hit the thumbs up and share out the link, please, you guys. Let's see if we can get some more people in here. We're coming up on an hour and a half. I don't know how much longer we're going. Maybe we'll go another 30 minutes, hit 2 hours if we have enough to talk about. I don't know if we'll get any more people in here. My guests, it looks like, aren't gonna end up coming by. Some of them haven't even seen the link yet. One of them said no. So, all right. So I don't know if we'll have any guests come by, but we'll see. And thank you, Timothy Best, for a 350 super chat. Says best I got is 350. Well, thank you very much, Timothy Best. This is actually really rare. This is 2 days in a row that I've gotten super chats. Yesterday I got a 299 super chat, and today I got a 350 super chat. So this is extremely rare. Extremely rare. Once again, that's the link for my books right there. They're also down in the description, as well as the Patreon link. The Patreon, I gotta plug the Patreon. Let me open up my Patreon real quick. There we go. Now let me get this link copied here. And, okay, let me come back here. Sorry, guys. I know this is boomerish. Let me post the link here in the chat. It's also in the description, but the link to my Patreon, and we'll talk about that in a second. But Get SS73 says, oh no, was that your dad who hit the thumbs down? Brutal. I don't know, but we have 15 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down. So that's unfortunate that we got a thumbs down, but please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already, and please share out the link. Hello, Raggedy Man. Nice to see you here. Been a while. And yeah, guys, so the link to my Patreon. Currently, I have 5 patrons for $8 a month, and if we get enough patrons over on Patreon, then I'll be able to put out more books. But I can't right now with the amount we bring in. With $8 a month, that means I could put out one book every 25 years. Because each book cost me about 2 grand to put out. So if you guys want to back my Patreon, the higher the tier, the better. Honestly, it helps me to put out more content. So if you guys want to back my Patreon, that's the link to do it. And it costs me about 2 grand to put out each book. So if I get more backers over there on my Patreon and we could get a higher number per month, then I'll be able to put out more books. And if you guys back on Patreon, you guys do get to see, what I'm working on. Before it hits Amazon, you guys will get to see like short stories and chapters of novels and stuff. If you guys back my Patreon, so that's the link over there, and hopefully I could get some more backers over there. And if we get like a few hundred a month, then it'll make things a lot easier. But right now we're at 8 a month with 5 backers, and that's really awesome. And I do save up that money and I keep it in my PayPal to put towards making another book. But right now it only makes enough right now because it's $8 a month that I'm making on Patreon. It only is enough to put out like one book in 25 years. So hopefully we could get it down to maybe like one or two books a year. I would love to make that much on my Patreon. But yeah, so that's the shill for the Patreon. But let's see. Timothy Best says, now you can buy a McDouble and a soda. That is true. Get SS73 says, your zombie short story of the old mansion, two sisters and couple was kind of similar to a Robert Howard short story in an old mansion with demonic humanoid pigeons. Okay, yeah. Get SS73. I think it was you who was talking to me about some Robert Howard stories in the comment section on one of my videos, and I was out of town while we had that exchange. So I think there were some other Robert Howard stories you told me about, and I didn't write them down because I was on vacation. But if you could let me know again which ones those were, I think it was you who was telling me about them. Because there were some that were recommended to me, and I forgot to write them down to check them out. But that's interesting. Robert Howard short story in an old mansion with demonic humanoid pigeons. I want to read that now. Deloitte says this is awkward and uncomfortable without anyone else on. Oh yeah, tell me about it. Dylan says bye, thanks for the show. All right, Mike says I charged Craig 500 for the cover, 500 for the original art, less than I charge normally for print rights, and half my minimum original art cover price. Not that it's anyone's business. All right, gotcha, Mike. That's also a really good price, 500 for the cover and 500 for the original art. Mike, if I had the money, I would try and take you up on that same offer. But I don't have the money. But that is a really good price. Get us S73 says, "Yep, it was me. I got swamped with work. I will try to research which ones." All right, thanks, man. Yeah, I meant to write those ones down, but I was out of town when we had that conversation, and I completely had a brain fart on writing those down. But yeah, I will look into those stories. Get SS73 says, get Gary Shipman's Jarvis bot so it reads our stuff so it's more like a conversation. I don't know what Jarvis bot is. I'm a boomer. Timothy Best says Mike's expensive. No, I mean that's that's not really. I mean, I guess on the surface that might come off as expensive, but that is a really solid price for a cover. I've paid $500 to lesser artists before, so that is a really great price. Jiminy Cricket says Mike's a pro and gets paid what he's worth. Yeah, I think he's worth more than the 500 he charged Crid. Honestly, Mike, I will take you up on that offer in the future if you want to give me that offer. I don't know when in the future, but one of these days, eventually, sometime in like 10 years. All right, and I'm going to post the link again for my books. Well, actually, I'll put the Patreon link there, and then let me get the link copied for my books. There we go. Oh man. Uh yeah, Timothy Best is expensive for me. Yeah, now we're getting to the point in the stream where everything's really awkward because I don't have a guest anymore. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna go on now. I don't know how much longer we want to go on this thing. We might go and hit the 2 hour mark, but it'd be easier if I had a guest on. But I don't know if any of my guests are gonna end up coming by. We'll see. I sent the link out to a few people, but it doesn't look like anybody wants to stop by. Um, Man, yesterday's stream was gold. Get SS73 says Gary Shipman has a bot add-on that reads chat messages so he can talk to us while he draws Titan Mouse of Might. Um, I mean, I guess that's cool, but I don't really need a bot. Uh, Elong says there's actually a bot. I guess so. That's what people are telling me. It's been a while since I watched Gary's channel. Um, Jiminy says all your streams are awkward. That's true, but it's easier with a guest, and I had a guest on for like 20 minutes and he left. Timothy says bring your dad on. I think he's at work. Get us S73 says would it help if I fought with Mike in chat? He is a prequel hater. Yeah, I will bring both of you guys on. If you fight with Mike, I will bring you on automatically, and you guys could talk about it on the stream. And then Get SS73 says he's not sure how Gary does it. Warren JB says prequel hater equals perfectly sane and normal. Oh man, I like the prequels, you guys. They're not as good as the originals, of course, but they're not bad. That'll give us something to fight about. Maybe I could get Mike on here and we'll fight about the prequels. Let's see. Elong says prequel, Hobbit. No, I think we're talking Star Wars. Jason says Nasser's dad is out bringing law and order to Chicago. # Batman. Maybe. Get us S73 says, oh, I guess it's on. Yeah, if Mike, if you're still here, I'll bring you on and we could. Oh, he says nappy time. Okay, it's Mike's nappy time, so we won't have Mike on, but I think it's really just that he's too scared to come on and talk about the prequels. He's too scared to debate me. He knows I'll win. So I gotta rename this stream to like Mike S. Miller is too chicken to come on and fight. Get SS73 says when you get old you need naps. I don't like to nap. You wake up confused and tired and groggy. I hate taking naps. I am pretty tired though. I do want to go to sleep. But yeah, so now I'm all caught up in the chat. So now it's getting kind of awkward because I have no clue what else to say. Do 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 do. Well, I guess whenever there's awkward parts in the streams, I'll just post my books. So there's a link to my books. We've sold 23 books this month, which has been my third best month on Amazon ever. My other two best months are 38 and 29, and then this month we have 23. So this is my third best month ever on Amazon. Elong says, does anyone like sand? I love sand. Let me refresh my dashboard. Let's see if we went up at all. Now, still at 23 for the month, but that's all right. I would really like it if we got up to like 39 or 40 just to beat my record of 38, but I'm very thankful for what we already got this month with 23. Jason says eat some lunch on camera. I'm not even hungry though. I got nothing to eat on camera on here. Get SS73 says Nasser, you should make more shipping streams. They are nice and some of your people are there as regulars too. We'll see, man. I don't really have a lot of time for streams these days, so I love streaming with Gary. I did stream with him a few months ago. Probably like 4 months ago, I was on his channel. I love streaming with Gary, but I just don't have that much time for streams these days. I got a lot going on. Um, yeah, Eric's quoting Star Wars. Uh, Raggedy Man says, "Go buy some scratch offs from the gas station." Oh man, maybe I should do some scratch off streams. Me and Cherry did a few of those scratch off battle streams back when he was on YouTube. We did like two of them, I think. We did some scratch off battles. And, those were really fun. Those were really fun. I wanted to do them again, but he was never down. Every time I asked him to do one again, he's like, "Nah, I don't really want to." I guess he was tired of losing, but yeah, scratch off stream. That'd be a nice throwback. Yeah, people are making fun of the sand quote from Star Wars. Um, Jason says, "Don't do it." Yeah, I think he says, "Don't do it" at the scratch offs. He doesn't like when I buy scratch offs. Jason's like, "You might as well send the money to me." Uh, yeah, he says it again. He's like, "Don't throw your money away on scratch offs." Yeah. I mean, I have no plans to buy one right now. Maybe in the future. I don't buy them as often as I used to. Do 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 do. There's a link to my books, you guys. Every time it gets awkward, I'm just gonna say that, but there's the link. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I'm running out of things to say. I'm super awkward. Um, Get SS73 says they do call the lottery a tax on the stupid. Yeah, people have always told that to me since I started playing. Um, yeah, and Jason is shilling his channel. He says, "Don't forget to subscribe to my art channel." And then he posts the link right there. Excuse me. Illustration by design. So yeah, everybody go sub to Jason, um, and force him to work on our pages since he hasn't done a new one in a while. Um, make him work on our pages. Do 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 do. And I'll get the link copied to my Patreon again if you guys want to back me on Patreon. Here is the link to do so. There we go. Oh, Jason is saying to send the scratch off money to him and gives his PayPal. And I'm going to post the link again to my books because that's what I do every time it gets awkward on here. Um, Larry says, "Word up." Hello, Larry. Nice to see you here in the chat, man. Hope everything's going well with you, dude. Um, Get SS73 says, "I may have an extra copy of Tactius lying around. If I do, I may mail it to you, buddy. The stuff they did is wild." All right, cool, man. Thanks. Yeah, Jason's posting the links to my books. That link he posted is Inner Demons, which is the sequel to my book Eternity. So if you want to get Inner Demons, you got to buy Eternity first. But go ahead and buy all my books. They're all pretty affordable. And he's posting the rest of the links here individually in the chat there. So thank you very much, Jason. I'm going to share my screen and we'll take a look at them on Amazon. There we go. So here are my books, you guys. They're $2.99 for the ebooks, $10 for the hard copies, and all together they're like over 800 pages. So for $11.96 for all the ebooks, you get over 800 pages that you could read instantly on any device. Or if you get the hard copies, they arrive at your house in about 2 days. So $10 for the hard copies, $2.99 for the ebooks, and you could read them instantly on any device, anywhere you are. So if you need something to read in quarantine right now, if you're staying at home, then you have a lot of things here you could read because it's over 800 pages for all my books. There's The Eclipse Theater, which is a short story collection. There's Eternity, which is a horror novel. Inner Demons, which is the sequel to Eternity. And we have my horror comedy, Duality. So those are my 4 books that you guys could get on Amazon and Kindle right now. Yep, and let's see. Jason is also posting the other links in the chat too. My newsletter and right there's my Patreon and of course my Twitter and stuff. And so he's being a good wrench and posting all the links here. So thank you very much for that. Get SS73 says you did not want to be a minnow of Tiberius. Let's just say, all right, man. But yeah, thank you, Jason, for posting all those links there in the chat. So yeah, and like I said, guys, it's been my 3rd best month on Amazon. I've sold 23 books. My other 2 best months are 38 and 29 are my other 2 best months. So we've had a great month on Amazon. So please keep spreading the word. If you know anybody that likes to read horror novels or short stories or anything, just let them know about my books, please. If you know anyone who might like these books, just send it their way. I'm going to refresh my dashboard and see if we've got any more sales since then. No, we're still at 23, but that's all right. I appreciate all the sales we've had this month. That's been awesome, you guys. So thank you very much. Do, 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 do. Now the chat's dying since me and Jason spammed it. If you guys got anything you want to talk about, just let me know down in the chat, please. If you guys got anything you want to talk about, I mean, we'll probably go like another like 15 minutes or something. So if you guys got anything you want to talk about, just let me know, please. Jason says, "Do you watch Stargirl?" No, no, I haven't watched that. I don't really watch any of the superhero shows anymore. They all sort of became trash. uh, I don't know. Most of those shows were trash, so no, I don't watch any of them. Uh, oh, Agents of Shield. He says Agents of Shield. I used to watch it. I think I saw the first 4 seasons, but I sort of fell behind on Agents of Shield. But Agents of Shield is actually the best one out of all of them. If any of you want to watch any of the superhero TV shows, Agents of Shield is the only one worth your time. Like the CW is trash, everything else is trash. Just watch Agents of Shield. Get SS73 says you want to watch the Starman trilogy. All right, I will watch the Starman trilogy. Yeah, Jason agrees that it's better than all the CW stuff. Yeah, the CW is just absolutely trash. Oh, but he says Stargirl is good. Maybe, I don't know. I don't watch much TV these days. Get SS73 says Amazon Prime has Attack from Space starring Starman and the riff tracks of it. Cool. I don't really use Amazon Prime though. I don't usually stream. Raggedy Man says the actors on Agents of Shield look too modelish for me. It was distracting. Alrighty, I don't really know what to say to that, Raggedy Man. But yeah, Agents of Shield, that really is the best out of all of them. It's just got the best story and acting, and I don't know, it's just so really well written and entertaining. Every episode of that show is fun. I don't think there's ever a dull moment. I just really fell behind because I don't know. It's just I don't know. I used to watch a lot of TV shows, but it was just a lot to juggle, and I just stopped with all of them. I usually just stick to movies. Because TV shows, there's just so much to watch. It's just like watching a movie and being done with the universe. do 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 do. But yeah, we got 16 people in here, so guys, please hit that thumbs up, share out the link. Even though I'm being super awkward, maybe we could get some people in here to watch the super awkwardness. Uh, but yeah, share out the link, hit the thumbs up. Let's get some more people in here. Even though we probably are going to end in like 10 minutes, it's still cool to get some more people in here. All right, Jason says, watch the current season of Shield. Very good. They're zipping through time. Cool. I do plan to get caught up on Agents of Shield one of these days, but I don't know when. I just don't got time anymore to watch shows. Uh, so I don't know. I don't usually watch any shows outside of Seinfeld now. I usually put on Seinfeld whenever I sit down to like eat something. I just want to watch something while I eat. I just watch Seinfeld, and that's like the only show I watch anymore. So, do do do. Get SS73 says, okay, I can spice it up. Would Nasser have already gotten paid from Donald if he was confirmed as really good pizza? Nah. Warren JB says, I was watching Monk on Amazon Prime and included with the subscription. Then partway through watching season 3, they took it off. Yeah, that's why I don't like streaming, man. That's why I rather just buy a Blu-ray or a DVD or something and actually own it. Yeah. Jason says Nasser's watching Seinfeld 25 years after the fact. Yeah, I think this is like my third time watching the show all the way through. I'm on season 9 right now, so I think this is my third time watching the show all the way through. Oh man, it's the best sitcom. There's just no better sitcom than Seinfeld. Everybody in the chat, let me know your favorite episode of Seinfeld. I have so many I like. There's the marine biologist one. That one's gold, and I like the betrayal. That one's a good one. I know a lot of people hate the finale, but I like the finale. I like the switch. The switch is gold. That's a gold episode of Seinfeld. But let me know your guys' favorite episode of Seinfeld. There's a lot of great ones. Oh yeah, Warren JB says I was watching Seinfeld for the first time. Needed something to do over lockdown. Yeah, Seinfeld's great. Get SS73 says I can never make it through Seinfeld. It seemed kind of dumb at the time. No, man, I don't know what you were watching. Uh, Jason says Nasser wasn't around when the show's finale aired, and everyone stayed home to watch it. The streets across America were empty. Didn't it end in like 1998? I think I was a baby. I was around. I think that at least that's when I think it ended. Get SS73 says maybe it's funnier if you live in a city. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's it or not, but it's just funny. It's just a funny show, man. I love every single episode. It's gold. And there's the link to my books again. If you guys haven't gotten them yet, now is a good time to do so. I wonder how many times I've said that during the stream. You guys could probably like tally it up, and it'd probably come to like 50 or 60 times that I shill it and then post it in the chat and say, now's a good time to get my books. Warren JB says he can't pick out a favorite episode, need to watch them again. He says, and the Beverly Hullbillies is the best sitcom ever. He says, and its ratings were amazing. He says, typing blah. Yeah, Hullbillies. Um, Never seen the Beverly Hullbillies, man. Do 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 do. All right, we'll go another 5 minutes and then we'll be done with the stream. So another 5 minutes to get your drama in. If you guys want to get some drama in, we got 5 more minutes and then the stream will be over. Do 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 do. Get SS73 says seriously look up Beverly Hillbillies rating numbers. Warren JB says, LOL, been watching Beverly Hillbillies too. He says, there's quite a bit on Amazon Prime when they let you watch it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like streaming. So, like Amazon Prime, all those others, I don't really care for them. Do 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 do. Yeah, people are talking about Ellie Mae. I don't know who that is. So I have no clue what's going on in the chat. Do 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 do. Timothy Best says, tell us about your Rubik's Cubes. uh, I got nothing to say, man. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say about them. I don't know, dude. They're just cubes. Maybe I'll do a cube stream soon. Oh man, Jason's roasting me. I can't say anything around Jason. I get roasted. Um, Rip. Do 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 do. Yeah, now this is getting like the most awkward my stream has ever been because like I have literally nothing to say now, but I wanted to hit the 2 hour mark. So yeah, I don't know. Um, Get SS73 says Nasser could start hitting some dumbbells and stream his workouts blasting the guns. Uh, Jason says Nasser's too busy watching Child's Play for the 900th time to watch great anime. I don't watch anime. Warren JB says everyone just sit on their hands until we hit 2 hours. Old-fashioned slashing. Jax is in the chat. Hello, dude. He says, as a Nightmare fan, have you heard about John Saxon? What about John Saxon? I don't understand the question. Uh, let's see. Jason says C. I have no clue what he's even. Oh, was that about? Was that about this right here? Uh, Oh no, Jack says he passed? Oh no, man. I didn't hear about that. Oh man, I gotta look this up now. Oh man, that's sad. Well, rest in peace, man. He was a great actor. I didn't know that's what you were getting at in your other message because it was just sort of worded weird when you said as a Nightmare fan. Like it was just sort of written weird. Uh, but yeah, Jason. I guess John Saxon just died. Just Googled it and it's true. Unfortunately, that's sad, man. What a sad way to end this stream. We just crossed the 2 hour mark. Uh, that's when I said I was gonna end the stream, man. Oh man. Well, this is a depressing way to end my stream, but anyways, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Um, man, what an awful note to end this stream on. But have a good day, everybody.